This 26 Sports and CCTV high school basketball presentation is presented by Cadillac Casting Incorporated.
Welcome everybody to Cadillac High School, where tonight the Cadillac Vikings will be hosting Bay City. You are watching boys basketball here on 26 Sports and CCTV. I'm Dan Gussert, and up here with me tonight is Mike McLaurin. Mike, welcome. Good to have you with us again tonight. We're just a couple of seconds away from our national anthem.
Thanks for having me tonight, Dan.
So we'll let all our folks at home enjoy the national anthem here, played over the PA here at Cadillac High School. And then Mike and I will get you some starters here for the game. And we'll let you know a little bit about Cadillac's opponent tonight. We hope you enjoy the anthem broadcast here.
They tower so high, architects tell us that they sway several feet as this treacherous wind draft blows. He looked at it, studied it, circled it in the paper, and tossed it into a box marked future projects. So he got enough money to come to America. You know that's illegal to do that. Not to come to America, but to walk across the towers. He brought with him over 250 pounds of steel. And an incredible plan to get that cable to the top. And to spread.
All right, we hope you enjoyed that broadcast. So Bay City's coming in to tonight's game winless on the season, but improving every night according to coaching staff. Coach Scott Kieser. He's told me that the kids have gotten better all year long. The practices have been really good, and they've been in a lot of games. So, and they certainly play in a pretty strong conference with the Flint schools, Saginaw, Mount Pleasant down there. So we'll give you their starters here as they come out onto the floor. Starting is number 4. That is Nolan Zaluka. Kyle Kieser, number 14. Starting, he is a freshman. He's the son of Coach Scott Kieser. Junior, number 22, is Nick Dardis. Aaron Norfleet, he is a sophomore. He is number 44. Number 10, Parker Rivard is a senior. Good size to him. He's wearing number 10. And here's Mike with Cadillac.
All right, the Vikings starting lineup. Vikings are 12-6 on the season, 7-3 in the Big North Conference. Starting at guard, number 2, Keegan Brooks. He's having a really good season, playing really well as of late, offering that senior leadership. Also at guard, number 3 is Cooper Benson. Big shot Benson. Hit a couple late shots to sink Gaylord
couple of game
twice.
Winners.
Yeah, against Gaylord. Also at guard, number 34, Tip Baker, sophomore starter. Real steady offensive leader. Good on the defensive end. Starting at forward for the Vikings, number 21, Vinny Genema. Really good defensive player. And then in the middle for the Vikings at center, number 50, Jake Kohani, senior. Of course, the Vikings are coached by Ryan Benzenberg and assisted by Eric Runstrom and John Emmington, Dan Alto.
So Cadillac comes into the game. Coach Bensberger's mentioned that, it's that time of year where as a senior you really start to think, oh boy, end of my high school career is possibly pretty close. So he's counting on, those 8 seniors to show seniority, as he
most
put
definitely.
it.
I think this Bay City team's going to come in, even though they're winless on the season. They're trying to get a win. They have this one and one more.
Yep.
Before they head to districts, and they'd like to get a win tonight on the road, kind of save their season a little bit. Vikings win the tip-off back to Keegan Brooks. He'll start the offense here for the Vikings.
So Bay City setting up in a little zone right here. That's Baker. Back to Brooks.
Like a little 1-2-2 there, Dan.
Genema almost loses control, but keeps it. Looks inside, trying to find Jacob Kahani. That's probably a wise choice not to send it in there. Brooks from the top of the key, and he's a little bit off. Big, strong rebound in there.
And then we've talked about, Dan, as the Vikings have come out a couple games this year, slow scoring in the first quarter. So see if we can get off to a little better start tonight. Good look inside.
This is Nick Dardis with the shot right there. He's a little off, and Brooks gets that rebound. Yeah, Coach Bensenberg mentioned that the last game over in Alpena, the Vikings struggled to make shots, as we see them go for 2 here from the three-point line to start, with Cooper Benson a little bit off on that one, but good work by Jake Kahani in there allows the Vikings to keep the ball out of bounds here. This is Brooks with it. He's looking around, sends it back to Baker. Crosses over to Genema. Back to Baker, down to Brooks. He thought about it. Bay City staying in that zone. Vikings kind of go with a 5-out look here, Mike. Now they put Brooks in the middle. Vikings being very patient right here. 8-10 passes already on this possession, and Genema is a little short with that 3. Cooper Benson with a rebound. He misses, and Brooks has it knocked out of bounds off of him. And here comes Bay City with the ball. 2 quick substitutions for them already. That's Evan Schlatter, number 2, that just checked in, and taking the ball out of bounds here is Garrett Sheridan. He's wearing number 50. So Dardis is going to set the Bay City offense. Vikings in that man-to-man, their traditional man, Mike.
They've done a great job all year playing really good team defense. And a good group of athletes for the Vikings.
Yeah, they've been undersized a lot this year, but like you said, Mike, they're very athletic. They leap well, and they're a smart group. And certainly they work their tails off on defense, and that'll keep you in a lot of games, especially if you're not making shots. So we played 2 minutes, and neither team able to get that first point of the game. This is Baker with a 3, and he's a little off. Sheridan with a good rebound right there, and here comes Dardis.
So our shooting woes continue a little bit on tonight. Starting out, we're 0 for 5 from the field, 0 for 4 from three-point range.
This is
the Vikings
Keyser.
could get a
Keyser
nice
gets
little
the
run out.
first 2 points of the game. That's Kyle Keyser.
There's a good chance to get a run out right there.
Kyle's just a freshman. So Benson's going to rotate out to the top here this possession. Brooks is going to run the baseline. They look for Genema inside. They don't see him. Vikings a little stagnant, I think, in the motion part of this. They can get any shot they want from the three-point line.
Yeah,
Just haven't made any.
I think really trying to find a cutter here. A couple extra passes so we can get one close.
Baker from the other side this time, and that shot's long.
Rebound by Genema. Good work. We have to get one close. Get us going here.
We've seen the Vikings go through stretches like this, Mike, where they don't make much from outside, and then all of a sudden, 3-4 in a row.
To go.
Yep.
Good shot by Keegan.
Keegan Brooks with one that rolls around and around the rim and finally falls in. The Vikings are going to come out in a little bit of a press here.
This might be a good call, too. Just get our energy up a little bit, get us moving. Maybe get a quick turnover for a layup.
Something you're working at maybe for heading into next week into tournament play. Sure. And you know, if you got a scout here watching you, you know, it's another wrinkle that they got to look at.
Mm-hmm. Good pressure.
Zaluka gets it over half court. Ball's going to swing over. This is number 14. Again, that's Keyser. He looks inside, kicks it out. Goes around the rim. It just does not fall for Schlatter. Kahani has it stolen by Aaron Norfleet.
You know, Jake was looking for Cooper to kind of check up right there, and he wanted to unload it.
We have a foul called inside on the Vikings, I think, here. Probably on Tip Baker, maybe number 34. Little hold from behind. Lots of subs coming in here. Who do you got for Cadillac?
Yeah, for the Vikings, number 40, Aiden Raphael. Number 5, Maddox Hoagland. Both been logging a lot of minutes this year, and some really important minutes late in the game. I know Aiden's had a big game up against, I think, at TC West. Played really well.
We had 6 guys out on the floor. Good catch by the referee right there, making sure that Bay City gets a chance to get their
It might be a pretty good strategy for Bay City to get an extra man on the court tonight.
So it's beach night here tonight, as you see the
there you
crowd.
go, Tip. Nice. That's a great hustle play by Tip Baker.
And a foul.
Maybe that can get us moving a little bit, right?
Yeah, the Cadillac Crazies are all in beach theme, and it's probably good choices at 50, 55 degrees here, sunny, nice day in Cadillac. One of those days in February that you think, oh gosh, spring's right around the corner. Baker converts to make it 6-2 Cadillac. They're back into that press. Dardis is very patient, finds cutting Zaluka, and he drains it for 2 points.
Tough shot. I like to see us here, the Vikings pushing the ball in the out of bounds. Good skip.
That's Maddox Hoagland. He was one of the folks we interviewed here today. Comes back to Hoagland. To Brooks. He's looking over out top. He finds Baker inside. Hoagland down to Genema. We got a 3-second call.
That Tip, usually a point guard, kind of working on that high post there. Sometimes you can kind of get caught if you don't play in there a lot. Once again, 6-4 if you're just joining us here. 3:15 to play in the first quarter. Vikings hosting Bay City Western.
Take a moment while Bay City's trying to break this Cadillac press to thank our sponsors. We've got Cadillac Casting, and Cadillac Tire, Napa with their locations in Cadillac, Lake City, and Big Rapids. Assist to Sell, and Pizza Plus. Thank you to those area businesses. If you're out and about, you get into those places, give them a big thank you, a nod. Tell them thanks for allowing us to bring you a lot of basketball this season. So we watched a couple more misses, both teams. This is Rivard. The shot from about the elbow is off. It looks like he's going to sit down now as Garrett Sheridan rotates back in.
And for the Vikings, number 32, Charlie Runstrom checks in.
Vikings are short tonight. One player, Cale Mickelson's out. He's got a little bit of a foot injury. Probably will be looked to see him back come Thursday. Certainly next week as the Vikings enter district play. Stolen by Maddox Hoagland. He crosses over, brings up that left hand. We got a foul called on that. From my view, it looked like a pretty good block, but maybe there's a little body on it. Our referees tonight, everybody, are we've got Tom Post, we've got Mark Stewart, and Tyler Rindelsbacher. So we have a timeout, Mike. Why don't you shout out who's running the cameras tonight and who's in the truck for us?
All right, so helping bring the game to you live tonight here. We have Director Heather Stilson. Replay and graphics is Gabby Long. They're both students at Cadillac Innovation High School. Play-by-play is Wyatt Van Dynen. On the cameras, Katie McClung is a 12th grader from Marion High School, and Brandon Fry is a 12th grader attending Cadillac High School. Once again, thanks to their hard work for helping put this game on the air.
Marion High School, their boys got their first victory of the season last night, I believe it was, maybe Monday night. So Congratulations to them.
That's right, Cadillac's own Stephen Cooper down there coaching at Marion High School.
6-4 here, Cadillac in the lead. Both teams looking a little rusty from shooting. I think Cadillac started, Mike, was it 0 for 5? Did it get worse than that to start?
So we're 2 for 9 shooting right now. 1 3-point basket by Keegan Brooks, a 2-pointer by Tip, and an and one there. We have Maddox Hoagland now stepping the line shooting 2 after the Bay City foul right before the timeout.
Talked to Maddox's grandpa before the game. It was nice to talk with him. You know, he's got to get to a lot of Maddox's games as the season's gone on. Maddox been helping him build a little deer blind.
That's always pretty special times when your grandparents are able to be involved in your high school years and your formative years growing up like that.
So we got a foul on the interior pass against the Vikings here. Looks like that's on
Aiden Raphael.
Raphael with his first. That is the Vikings' second team foul. As you see Keyser drive, he kicks it over to Sheridan. Excuse me, that was Dardis. Sheridan inside with that, almost with that rebound. It is still controlled. Keyser out here, number 14, drains a 3.
Tied up 7-all. Vikings push it. Mishandled there by Charlie Runstrom off the pass from Keegan Brooks, and Bay City is running the other way.
Dardis.
Nice move.
And he drains it. 5 quick points right here by Bay City. Bay City Western now with a 9-7 lead. Raphael with the ball. Kicks it to Brooks. Swings all the way around. This is Charlie Runstrom with the ball. He's wearing number 32 out there. Benson drives, hangs, and is unable to deliver. Sheridan kind of got in the way of that shot. This is Zaluka. Down to Keyser. He penetrates, finds Dardis. Dardis decides not to take that. He drives on Charlie Runstrom. Charlie cuts him off at the free throw line. Comes back out to the top. Zaluka with 3.
Number 50, Sheridan for Bay City's a pretty good little ball player. Takes some space inside. Had a nice drive a minute ago. Had a nice kick out that time for the 3.
We are under a minute to go. Bay City with a 5-point lead. This is Brooks with the 3, and that's off. Sheridan with that rebound. So Lucas slows it down. Benson's got him covered up top. Sheridan's just kind of hanging out there. That's Kyle Keyser, number 14.
Definitely
back to
playing for
Dardis.
last shot here in the quarter.
We got about 10 to go, and Bay City's going to run something now as Dardis looks to penetrate on Runstrom. He gets by him, kicks it off the glass and in as we wind down the quarter. So 16-7, Bay City Western takes control in the first quarter. We are going to take a short break. You're watching boys basketball here on 26 Sports and CCTV, and we'll be right back with second quarter action.